Today I'm going to show you how we can onboard a set of patients into the Serelora system. So if I have a set, let's say of 4 patients, patient A, B, C, and D, the way that I can go ahead and onboard them is like this. I can go ahead and say patient A, enter a date of birth if I know it, I can enter sex if I know it, I can enter a medical record number if I know it. Just going to leave it blank for now so it auto-generates an MRN. And we're going to go ahead and do the same thing for patient B, for patient C, and also for patient D here. So now that we have all of these patients in the system, we can go in to patient A, and we can go ahead and upload our records that we have for patient A. So let's say I have this de-identified data here. I can just take these patient A records and drop them into patient A like this. And that's going to go ahead and start extracting information from those documents. And now as that runs, I can also do the same thing for patient B. I can go back to my documents. I can select my patient B documents, drop those into here for patient B. And then that's going to start running. It's going to start extracting data from those documents. Same thing for patient C. Again, hit upload, find our documents. We've got patient C. Go ahead and upload those in. And then also we're going to come ahead to patient D, click upload, take those patient D documents, insert them in, and again, we're going to start extracting information from those documents. And now we can also check on the progress here. So if we look at the workspace, we can go to the Documents tab and see that these are still undergoing this extraction process. And we can wait for that process basically to be done. And once it's done, we'll be able to start querying the system specific questions related to these documents. And then once our documents are fully processed, we'll see that it says uploaded on the documents. And then we can begin to start querying the agents. We can ask, for example, for patient A, tell me about this patient. And we'll start to see that we're deploying agents over the records that we just uploaded into the system. We're going to be listing those documents and we're going to get some information about them, right? We're going to see this is a 32-year-old female, pregnant, 26 weeks in. She's got a history of complicated pregnancy, tobacco use during pregnancy, right? We can see some of her other medical history here. And we can see in the database where these informations are coming from. Something else we can also do is we can tell the system to draft a SOAP note for this patient for a routine pregnancy screening visit. And again, we'll have our agents reading over the patient's record, and we're going to actually start generating a document here in a second once we get enough information. So now the writer is writing, executing that note writing. And then we're going to see that once it's done, here we have our SOAP note on the right side pulled up, ready to edit. So we can see what her history is, what she's reporting. We can get some literature citations saying this is normal. And we have all of this ready to fill out and send off whenever we're ready. One thing we can do as well is we can say, now that we have that SOAP note, based on this note, write a prior authorization for the plan that needs to be executed. And again, our agents are going to go ahead and start working. We're going to start reading this specific note because we referenced this note. And that note writer is going to, again, draft another note, but instead of a clinical note like this one here, we'll have a administrative note being written. So we can see again that this agent is actually writing a note. So here we go. We got our prior authorization written, and we can go ahead and sign that. Put our name, sign and finalize that prior authorization. So here we can see that the note was signed. We can go ahead and click on it and see our note was signed. And then we can also go ahead and send it out now. We can decide whether we want to actually print the note we can also go ahead and send it as an e-fax, an email, and we'll go ahead and get that note ready to be sent off to somebody else. And so now that's just one of our patients. We can do that with any of our patients that we uploaded into the system. I hope this was helpful, and let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.